parallel parking. Oh no, I know it's a little scary, but don't worry, we're gonna break it down into steps and take it slow, and with some practice, our teenager will learn it with no problem. The setup. Take a box and place it about 7 feet from the curb, or 3 paces away. Then walk about 11 more paces in parallel with the curb and place another box. Make sure the boxes are tall enough to see while we're sitting in the car next to them. And if it's windy, it's a good idea to weight them down with something, like a bag of rice. If we don't have any boxes, don't worry. We can substitute ourselves for the first box and guide our teenager into the parking spot from outside of the vehicle. Quick coaching tip. I found that demonstrating how to parallel park, as well as standing outside of the vehicle and guiding the student into the space, is very helpful. Parallel parking. First, look for a spot. As a general rule, we're looking for a space that is at least 5 feet longer than our car. Next, clear our path. As we're looking for a parking space, make sure that our teenager keeps an eye on the traffic around us. We've talked about this numerous times. Total concentration on finding a parking space could make us miss sudden changes in traffic ahead. Then we're going to signal. We'll be stopping in the middle of the road to drive backwards into the parking spot, so it's important that our teenager is predictable and communicates with the cars behind us that we are parallel parking. This also claims our spot, so that someone behind us doesn't try to pull in forward and snatch our space. Check our mirrors to see if the cars behind us are slowing, and also clear our blind spot in the direction we're parking for any bicyclists or pedestrians. Next, stop when the rear bumper of our car is in line with the rear bumper of the car we want to park behind. Make sure we have about 2 to 3 feet between us and the car beside us. 6. Clear our path again. Check the area around our vehicle to make sure it's clear to back up. Pay special attention to the traffic on the road, because when backing, the front end of our car will swing out into traffic. Controlling our speed with the brake, slowly move backwards while quickly and smoothly turning the steering wheel all the way in the direction of the parking spot. Since we're parking to the right, we'll turn the wheel all the way to the right. Now, as a general rule, continue slowly backing until the driver's seat is in line with the rear bumper of the car we are parking behind. Then have our teenager stop here so they can see what it looks like. Next, turn the steering wheel about 1.5 turns so that the wheels are straight and in line with the vehicle. Continue backing slowly until our right front fender just clears the left rear fender of the car we're parking behind. Again, have our teenager stop the car here to view what it looks like. Then, start to back slowly again, but this time turn the steering wheel quickly all the way away from the parking spot, to the left in this example. Remind our teenager to keep an eye out on the front corner of our vehicle, making sure it doesn't scrape the car in front of us. Continue backing slowly, and stop just before touching the car behind us. Finally, shift to drive, then slowly move forward and straighten up the vehicle so it's parallel with the curb and centered in the space. When we're finished, we should be within a foot of the curb. Leaving a parallel parking spot. Now that our teenager has gotten into the parallel parking spot, we need to teach them how to get out. First, check all around our car and slowly back up while turning the wheel quickly towards the curb and go as far back as we can without hitting the car behind us. Point out that this is another good reason to do the walk around the vehicle before we get in so that we know how much space we have to back up. Second, put the car into drive and signal, letting people know what we're about to do. Third, check to make sure our path is clear to leave. That includes checking the mirrors and the blind spot in the direction we're going. When it's clear, pull out into traffic, keeping an eye on the front of our car to make sure it will clear the back bumper of the car in front of us. After our teen is comfortable with parallel parking in the parking lot, take them out to a quiet neighborhood and have them park behind a single car. This will get them a little more real-world experience without the pressure of possibly hitting a car behind them. And when you both think you're ready, give it a try between 2 cars. The things that we need to remember about parallel parking to make it easier: just remember to go slow and take it step by step. Also remind our teen that since they're going to be stopping in the middle of the road, they need to clear traffic behind them. Other than that, just practice.